Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It is Sunday evening, so let's have ourselves a bit of an endurance race. This is the HPEC Round 5, Season 2, here at Fuji Speedway. There's a couple of new faces. We had Liam Anfield last week in the Audi, and I think this week we have Lowy Jack. Is there any other new names? So Lowy Jack, he's going to be in the Whoosh Audi. Oh, in the Audis, we went from one with him on Wise, and now we've got three of the bad boys. So let's have a look around then. Noxie, sorry, Guesty. Noxie, he is the fastest at the moment. He had a great race last week, getting a podium position in the wet at the Red Bull ring. I'm so old. But then we see Casper has now gone faster with a 27.1, which is only 6/10. Oh, Jokers just arriving. 10 minutes till qualifying, Jam Huntington says. That's about right. 8 o'clock we kick off with our qualies. So Casper in his Toyota Whoosh is leading the field in the practice. Noxie second fastest, Whoosh in the Toyotas. Maybe this is a good track for Toyotas. It's got a really long straight. I imagine the Audi, I think the Audi's got a good top end. Whoosh, Liam Anfield. So that'll be interesting to see. Jim on Wise in the other Audi. We're seeing a pattern here, aren't we, eh? Stevie Styler has joined the room. Oh, we're going to get quite a full field here this evening, aren't we? We're going to be quite spoiled. Quick up in the Toyota. So we see the first Porsche back in 6th position. Whoosh. So qualifying is going to be very interesting. Matt Psycho usually always up there at the sharp end, also in a Porsche. Endurance Nut is in the chat saying evening all. Welcome aboard, Endurance Nut. Jam Huntington is in a Toyota, so he's on his out lap. Jokers in the pits along with Loki. Well, Jokers just coming out, we saw. We're hoping Psycho Sheep can also turn up, but he has conflicting championships, so it's very tight for him getting out of one race and then straight over to us here before 8 o'clock. So maybe again, there we see, no, Skyjacker putting a Porsche on the top spot. So it doesn't look like Toyotas have got any advantage over anyone else. Jack, don't forget, it's not low key. Yes, no, I think I've got it sussed. I think I had it sussed by the end of the second race. I think I'm on the lowy. I'm down with the lowy. But thank you for reminding me. I'll have a sip of my Red Bull every time I make a mistake or something. So Skyjacker then is 900ths faster than the Flying Finn so far. Finn has taken 4 wins from 4 races. Matt Psycho's been slowly getting closer each race, but no one yet is to topple the Flying Finn. Noxie, Noxie's pace is great. I mean, has he had a breakthrough with his podium? Because he's doing great times, just 2/10 ahead of Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield looks like he's trying out the medium tyres. He's looking like he's looking for a tactical edge. And I'll tell you what, yeah, well, the fastest guys are doing 27s. Liam Anfield is doing 28s, early 28s on a medium set of tyres. So hopefully Casper's not listening, because he'll know then. Liam Anfield's not slow on medium tyres. That's got to be great in the race. It can go a long distance, maybe. Jim on Wise then. He's got a 29 out of the Audi. Quick up. He's done a 29.8 on his second lap. It looks like, I think. He's putting the kids to bed. He's probably paused it. He's got a team of children. Jim on Wise, like we saw him, he's on the softs. And we saw Quick Cup. Have I gone backwards? I have. Jokers in the Aston Martin Porsche. Just going out now. He's just done his out lap. Just trying to find his feet. It's going to be immense seeing these cars coming down this straight. It's... what speed's he getting up to? 170, 280, 284, 86, 87, 8, 190 before braking. 190 at the end of the straight. Whoa! Oh, it looks like the pit lane's going to be interesting. You're going at 190 miles an hour while some poor soul's coming out. That's going to be very interesting. But it looks like everyone else sticking with the soft tyres. Just Liam Anfield having an experimentation. Oh, Matt Sarko's put it on top now. 2/10 faster. And Jam Huntington, he's got up there into second. This is interesting. We'll have 30 minutes of qualifying. Hi, Racer Brown. Hello, Homesick Alien. They're all in the chat. So yeah, this is gold. Casper's gone back up to second, but he's still a second trailing from Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho going faster again. No, he didn't. I think he may have been up, but 2 minutes till qualifying. So grab your drinks, grab your Red Bulls, guys. Out there, get your Red Bulls and your treats, minstrels or Revels, whatever it takes your fancy. Opal fruits sometimes. They're not opal fruits anymore, are they? Starbursts sometimes. And get yourself comfy. Bed in, because we've got 30 minutes of qualifying, and it looks like it's going to be quite close between these guys. Jim on Wise up there in third place. So the Audis, I think that straight really does help these Audis out. Jokers. Louis Jack, he hasn't really posted a proper time yet. That's nice, that. What's he in? Whoosh. Oh yeah, he was an Audi, I said that. Bentley liveried Audi Alpha. But this, oh, that looks, I like it. It's banging. That's banging, that is. Louis. Skyjacker having a rest. Just doing some tests inside the car, making sure all the gizmos work, pressing his buttons. He's got a great Acelith wheel. He's probably just sitting there admiring what a fantastic wheel he's got. And if you guys want one, just pop into our Discord. We will sort you out. Louis' livery was made by Jam Huntington. Bentley livery is awesome. Louis. So yeah, it is nice. Stevie Styler, he's done third fastest, a second ahead of Jim on Wise, half a second behind Casper. Could it be that Casper's struggling a little bit here in Japan, underneath the mountains? Hey, Jam Huntington, he wants to know if we're ready, so here we go. You know, I like to give it a little soft wise. Only an L2. Just got to press L2, that's all. There we go. Gentle. Gentle as she goes. Look at all those hard wires. People just too aggressive. Oh, Casper has gone has he gone the fastest? No, Matt Sarko's pitted. He's still got his 25.9. But he's closer. Is Casper? We're getting closer and closer. Everyone's getting ready. N car feels weird, but why? N car? Why is Casper calling it an N? N car feels weird, but no. Oh, N is no. Sorry. These mind games. The mind games have started, guys, already. Car feels weird, but yeah, come on then. We'll give it a go. I haven't practiced at a wet Red Bull, but oh look, I'm winning. Dear, how that goes. Pat in the chat, I did a bit of practice this morning, doing mostly 130s and 131s. I got a few in the 29s, but not as easy as I thought it might have been in these cars. They are monsters to drive. So here we are, starting a 30-minute qualifying. There is a tyre deck on, so they will be popping in. We'll watch them on their outlaps. We'll get rid of the big numbers. If you want to see flags, I'll whoosh them for you. Look, whoosh, there you go. Casper, Toyota, car number 12. You need all the information you got right there. Skyjacker electing to sit in the pits for a little bit longer. Let these guys space themselves out. Someone else still sat in the pits. So Skyjacker and all the way down to 10th. Noxie's waiting. Casper first on the track. Yes, he is. Ahead of Lowy Jack. Saw his first appearance last night in the Max 5s. Did himself fantastic. Got 3rd place in the feature race. So I think he got 3rd place. I'm pretty sure he got 3rd place. I've slept since then, but I'm pretty sure he got 3rd place in the Max 5s yesterday in the feature race. And he fancied giving the Group 1 cars a go. But so what a jump from an N car all the way into a Group 1 car. It'll be interesting to see how he takes to it. Liam Anfield, we saw him join in last week. He was finding his feet, and what a baptism of fire that was in the rain. Oh, is he coming back in? He's putting... I see. Wants to start on the medium tyres. So he's got to nip in to put the softs on to do his qualifying. That is very interesting, Liam. I'm keeping a close eye on you in this race. Very interested how that is going to work out, because in the first round we did have a couple of the guys trying medium tyres and then giving up on them, because this man is way too fast. He breaks his race down into sprints, and then he fuel saves near the end. He finds track position and then fuels. Ooh, but he's not finding that. We don't usually see that from Casper. So this is interesting. Is that his flying lap? Oh no, that was his flying lap as well. He's got Lowy Jack getting closer, but I think they're spaced out enough. Just coming up to the twistiest part of the track. Down into first key for Lowy. Oh, poor Casper, his run kind of ruined. But we'll see. He sets the time for everyone to follow. Lowy will get a good toe from Casper if he can keep... Oh no, Casper's letting him go. He's given up on the lap totally. So we're watching Lowy. He's going to be the first one to set a time for us, for everyone to go up against, and it is a... God, this is a long straight. Come on guys, there we go, 128.0. That's good, isn't it? That's really good. Jam Huntington straight away with a 26.30. What times were they doing? I thought they were doing like 29s in the practice. A 26.30 from Jam Huntington. Second fastest, Stevie Styler with a 27.370. Lowy Jack, 128.0 is good for 3rd. Casper, with his mistake, got a 131.323. He's put him in 5th. Koikarp in a 6th with a 135.718. I think he may have made a mistake in that lap. Along with Jokers, a 36.7. Liam Anfield, we saw him doing a pit, so this is him just doing his fast lap. Oh, the Matt Psycho hasn't set a time, and North Skyjacker. Noxie's done a 27.4. That's put him up into 3rd place. Whoa! Who is this man? Who is this man who's driving Noxie's car? This is unbelievable. Skyjacker pops it up into 4th. 400s behind Noxie with a 27.507. Whoosh, I don't think I've given him one of them yet. Bang! 99 car. So this is a very interesting qualifying so far. Jam Huntington in the wonderful elf liveried Toyota. Oh no, Casper now going faster with a 26.1, only a 10th faster than Jam Huntington though. Someone's nipped into the pits for new tyres. Stevie Styler coming across. Knocks it down to 4th now. I think Stevie Styler must have popped a time in ahead of him. Skyjacker just behind. Jokers now setting a time in 8th position. 4.4 seconds ahead of Koikarp, but Koikarp has also just bettered his time. So now Jokers is 2.374 seconds ahead of Koikarp. Jim on Wise getting some new tyres. Liam Anfield we saw going in for those softs. So is he still doing his flying lap? He must be. And Matt Psycho, is he still not posted the time yet? He's done two really slow. Is he true? Is he starting on medium tyres? Did not see, but he's crossing the line now. The 52. I don't understand what's happening with Psycho. Matt Psycho, is he making... Not sure. Not sure. We'll come back to him. So Casper going faster. Oh no, that was his last one. Looks like he's getting a toe off of Jam. Ahead of him. He was 4 points something down. So Jam Huntington, when he crossed the line, did a 26.4. Stevie Styler, we just seen crossing the line, doing a 27.347, puts him a second behind Jam Huntington and a 10th ahead of Noxie. There's a whole gaggle of cars just about to cross the line then. See Lowy, he's already crossed it, he's done a 28.5. Joker's just crossed the line, 1.5 seconds behind Lowy Jack with a 29.569. Quick Up's gone faster. Back there in 9th, he's only a 10th behind Jim One Wise. He's done a 29.933. So he's getting closer. Liam Anfield's is curious at the back here. I can't explain why Matt Psycho and Liam Anfield. This one looks a bit more better. He's in the 20s going up the straight. Still, there you go. Matt Psycho putting on pole. There you go. We saw the end of it at 25.852. Maybe he was just having an ultra tyre warming session. But he's gone 3/10 ahead of Casper and Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield is on an out lap. It's curiouser and curiouser. Casper going faster, but not fast enough. Only 2/10 behind Matt Psycho's time now, with a 26.097. So it's hard fought up at the front. Matt Psycho has already taken a pole. Is it one pole or two poles? Did he have... I'm not sure if he had pole at the A1 ring. Psycho Sheep has joined. He's going to have to sit out till the end of qualifying. Welcome aboard, Psycho Sheep. Can't wait to see your car. I know you've got new liveries to show off. So Casper chasing down Matt Psycho. It's time. He's behind Jam Huntington at the moment. These guys haven't come in for any tyres, have they? They're saving the tyres. Some of them are popping in, getting tyres each lap, going back out for a flyer. Some of them are just staying out there on the tyres they've got. Jim On Wise sets a new time. He's there in 8th position with a 28.686. That only puts him 6/10 behind Lowy Jack. So the Audis battling it out. He's on an out lap. No, Psycho. We should start at 1/4 shouldn't we? Should start qualifying at 1/4 to get you in. we'll put it in the room and see what people think. So Jim One Wise, so he's gone faster. Matt, is that the first time Casper's coming in for tyres? Look at that, 5 laps, about 10 minutes. The tyres are going for. So Matt Psycho pleased with himself there, 25.862. Jam Huntington is only 2/10 behind Casper's time in the second Toyota. So what have we got then? We've got at the top here is a Porsche versus a Toyota versus Toyota. Stevie Styler is the next Porsche. He's up at the moment. We should watch. Whereabouts is he? He's on the back half of the track. Liam's just done a 25.7. Liam's just put it on pole. Sorry, I was watching that lap, but with Liam's 25.7, he's put it nearly 1.5 tenths ahead of Matt Psycho, just over the 10-minute mark of qualifying. Still got 20 minutes to go, plenty of time. Matt Psycho's gone in to get new tyres. Foo, Liam, interesting, very interesting. There's Casper and Skyjacker now putting it up in second place. only a tenth behind Liam and only 200ths ahead of Matt Psycho. Oh guys, we are in for a race. Whoa, sorry, I'm missing some of the chats. Danny says Loey's livery, proper bit of kit, proper boss man, innit? And Racer Brown 125.9 in practice. He did. Oh, Jam did. Ah, see. Well, Jam, he's there, down in 5th position at the moment. He's done a 26.3. So, yeah, he's got more time to give. I think he wants to go in and get some new tyres, because they are rather used. Everyone around him has... Someone going across the line. Can I find them before they get there? No. One of the leaders. Oh yeah, it's Liam Anfield going across the line. 3/10 down on his fastest Skyjacker. Then he's got a green coming around these last corners. It's not purple, but it'll be a bit faster. He's only a 10th behind Loey. Just set a 127.1, put him in 6th position. He's ahead of Stevie Styler and behind a Jam Huntington. Oh dear, I was looking, he was way wide then. Is he still going for a time? Joker's done a 27.7. That's, I'm going to have a look down. No, Skyjacker's going in. So, where is Joker's? Joker's in 9th position there then with his 27.712. He's only 2.5 tenths behind Noxie and nearly a second ahead of Jim on Wise. Jim on Wise has done a 28.6. He's just over a second ahead of Koikarp, who has done a 29.933. So Liam sitting very comfortably at the front there, but we do suspect he's going to be starting the race on medium tyres. So already he'll be at a disadvantage. It's a long run down to the first corner as well for the grippier tyres. Skyjacker is just coming out on his out lap. I think that Psycho might be on a lap. No, he's got a penalty. So is Casper on a lap? We'll watch. It looks like I've driven the whole family out. All the lights have gone off in the front room. I think they've gone upstairs to watch a film. So, not my biggest fans already. So Casper, he's up, he's a 10th up. Koikarp set a new time of 28.909. I'll have a look in a minute where that puts him as we're watching Casper. Oh, we should go in car, shouldn't we? Why not? Around here at the Fuji. Look at wide there, trying to keep the control of that back end of that car. It's a beast. It surely, truly is a monster of a car. And now we're on the straight. Let's have a look what speed he can get. See his battery, his boost, drop in. Oh, he's going in the pits. I suppose with that. Whoa, he goes in the pits with such furious anger. Wow, that was scary, man. I've got to press buttons. Oh no, Race Brown said it was a 26.1 for him this morning. That's close. You've, I know you can't do them all, can you? There's Liam Anfield going in. VRC Skyjacker having an off. Matt Psycho, our early pole sitter. I bet he wonders where that came from with Liam Anfield and Skyjacker. Didn't look like there was any of that going on in practice. I think someone's been heaving sandbags around the pit lane. Yum yum. So 600ths off of his time. That will put him ahead of Skyjacker if he can keep this pointing the right way. We're on board. Whoosh. With Matt Psycho just coming up around. The left-hander's such a tight one. You've got to kill the speed, get onto the apex, try and get back onto the accelerator, only to see. And I never know where to brake for this. You never know. Brake early, come in, cut that apex, or go out wide and try and get a longer line down the start straight. So time's looking good. He's only just hit the 20s, going under the board. He's going to cross the line with a 25.807. It puts him ahead of Skyjacker by 200ths and a tenth behind Liam Anfield. Wow, that was a great lap there, Matt Psycho. Fantastic stuff. Oh wow, I can't believe how close. I can't believe Liam Anfield a tenth ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho 200ths ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker 2/10 ahead of Casper. Casper only a tenth ahead of Stevie Styler. Stevie Styler only 900ths ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington 8/10 ahead of Lowy. Lowy only 2/10 ahead of Noxie. Noxie only 2/10 ahead of Joe Cass. And Jim on Wise 9/10 behind Joe Cass. And Koi Cup in 11th, only 2/10 behind Jim on Wise. Ooh. That's Lowy and Koi Cup. Oh, Koi Cup's on an out lap, letting Lowy past, I think. There you go. Lowy must be starting. Where is he? Oh, get on his car. Lowy Jack. Oh, it says out lap, but I think this is him starting a new lap. Let's get on board with him. Let's have a board with the new boy. And let's not put too much pressure on him. Coming down to the first corner. Onto the brakes. Down to second gear. Touching the apex. Sweet. Back onto the accelerator into third. Up to fourth. Going up towards left-hander. Fourth gear. Just holding that. Lovely. Going around the fast right, just waiting to kill the speed, just to get around there. Well, you don't have to kill the speed in these cars so much. Heavy braking into this corner, down to second gear. And then it's it flat out all the way. So we get to the chicane. Liam Anfield's gone faster again with a 25.240. Oh, that's not bad. He's getting through the apexes, straight across that, straight line it as best you can. Oh no, he got a penalty for that. Oh, that's disappointing for him. Let's get out of the car then, because I don't think this is going to be an attempt now. So Liam Anfield has gone faster. He's 2.37 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho now. Matt Psycho getting off the track. I assume someone's coming around to do a lap. Casper down in fourth. We don't usually see this from Casper. I honestly thought he was going to win all the races this season. He looked untouchable. He really did. Him and that Toyota, they seem to meld. So it's really, you know, this is unusual behaviour, we'd say. Stevie Styler in 5th position. We know he's on a pad, so my God, it must be difficult for an hour's driving in these beasts of cars. He does an amazing job. We're only down to nearly 12 minutes of, well, just under 12 minutes left of qualifying. Jam Huntington, he's on a faster lap. Sitting 6th at the moment, only 900ths behind Stevie Styler. Can he do something? There's not many of them grabbing toes. I can see on the map there's two quite close together, so someone's trying to get a toe. Only 100th off. Needs a little bit more than that. He's got to get really sweet and clean through this section. Through right-hander in second gear, throttle on, then brake, get back down to second, get across that. Oh, it's lovely. Get through that apex, lovely there. Second gear, third. Coming up to the long right-hander that brings you onto the start straight. You want a nice run through there to get a great run down here. Get a little toe from Coy if you can. And there you go. It's not too bad. It looks like it was the early 20s when we went under the banner. A 25.9 puts him up into 4th position. Only 800ths behind Skyjacker. And a 10th ahead of Casper. Casper down to 5th position. Would you have had him if I told you last week? But look, let's not get carried away now. We have still got 10 minutes of qualifying. And Casper has still got every opportunity to go for pole. Pat on the chat says some good liveries here. Lowy's Rolex car, Joker's Aston Martin, Jim on Wise's Rebellion, and Casper's Toyota looking good. Jim on Wise's Rebellion's Pat's. Don't buy into it. He slipped his own one in there. We know what you're up to. Jim on Wise's Rebellion's the best one. I like Jams. I've got to say, they're really good. That's cool. The Panasonic one. They're all good, isn't they? It's hard to pick. Because I always, when I look at my own, think that's nice. I like that. Oh, he's 5/10 up. He's only 8/10 off of pole. 5th place is 8/10 off of pole. That means that 6th is only 9/10. That is shocking. Oh, do we curse him? Do we go in car and give him a whoosh? So Casper, 9 minutes left of qualifying to go. He's down to a quarter of a tank of fuel. He's got full boost. Coming up towards the final start straight. We saw he got a blue going through the last sector. He was 5/10 up. Coming towards the line. It's looking good. It's looking strong. At 25.568, putting him up to 3rd position. Fantastic stuff. Only 900ths off of Matt Psycho. That battle will rage on this whole season between these two. On the chat. Thought you noticed I picked my own design there. Ah, Pat. I know. I may sound simple, but sometimes I catch them. They don't go all over my head. 1 or 2. Nothing goes over my head. I will catch it. So Matt Psycho. 2/10 behind pole. That's tantalising. He's just coming towards the line. This looks like a good lap, actually. I think that's not bad. What's he going to got? What's he got? What you got for us? Yes! Pole position, 24.859. My God, check that man's urine. Because he's on some sort of super drugs. Look at that, 24.859. 3/10 ahead of Liam Anfield. And I thought Liam Anfield's time was unbeatable. In the early 25s. Casper then, 25.5. 7/10 off pole. Jam Huntington in the pits. Get some new boots, maybe for his last run. Maybe, yeah, a couple of runs. Topping up the fuel a little bit, but not too much, because you don't want to wear her down. Here comes Skyjacker on an out lap. Stevie Styler's on an out lap. Lowy Jack's on an out lap. Jokus is on a lap, but it's not. He was on a 120 as he was coming out the corner, so I don't think it's going to be. He's going in the pits. Noxie, he was there. He was up there early on. He hasn't set a time for a while. Find your zen, Noxie. Go to your happy place. Use the force. Clear your mind, Noxie. Noxie going across the line with a 27.052. Up to 7th, ahead of Lowy by a 10th, and only 8/10 behind Stevie Styler. He cleared his mind, didn't he? Jim on Wise in 10th position, 2/10 ahead of Koi Carp. His best time is a 28.86. Sorry, 28.686. And he's just starting a fast lap. Why don't we just sit there for a little while? Give him a whoosh. Jim on Wise in the Audi. Let's see. Let's sit with him up to the first sector. Oh, he's 2/10 down, 3/10 down on his own time. It's looking good though. It's pokey, that Audi, really pokey. Looks like he gets into the corners quite nice. Coming down to the very tight corner. He looks smooth, looks good. Everything looks fine so far. Heavy brake in. He's 4.5 on his time through the chicane. It looks sweet though. It looks smooth through that corner and then that corner. Noxie doing a 26.8. He stayed in 7th, but he's going faster every lap now. He's back. Someone else is setting times. Here we see Jim on Wise coming towards the line. It's looked like a tidy lap. It said he's been down, but maybe in the last sector he'll pull something back. We will see as he crosses the line with a 1:29.0. Only 3/10 though. Matt Psycho. Oh, Matt Psycho, he's finished, does he? That's not even... yeah, Matt Psycho, he's put it on pole. He's doing a Casper. He's the... Oh, no. Liam Anfield's got a purple, though. Matt Psycho might have been a little bit too quick with going in the pits because I saw a purple from Liam Anfield. This is the last run, surely, by all of these guys now. With only 4 minutes left of qualifying. It's a 1.5 minute lap. Well, 1:20 something. He's up by a 10th. It's not... Yeah, but that's purple, so that's a 10th faster than Matt Psycho's. Matt Psycho will be in the pit lane, looking at the monitors, biting his nails. Thought he'd done enough, but it looked like a small mistake. Joker's set another time with a 27.391. We'll have a look in a minute where that puts him. So Liam Anfield, I think we saw him make a small mistake, but he's come out the corner with a 1:15, so it's going to be a good time. It's definitely going to be a good time, but how good is it going to be? As he crosses the line with a 1:24.9. Look at that, 400ths. 400ths off the pole. Oh my, Liam Anfield, well done, man. So Jokers, we saw, setting at a better time. He's down in 9th position, 2 tenths behind Lowy Jack, and 1.2 seconds ahead of Jim One Wise. So Jam Huntington, we know, is on a lap. He's just crossed the line with a 25.309. No, a 25.5, sorry. I don't know where that 23 point. And Casper's gone faster with a 25.528. He's coming around. No, is he going in the pits? I don't know if he'll have time. It'll be very tight. He's going to have to get a real move on if he's going to try and get back out again and get another run. Skyjacker then coming around. He's 4.9 seconds down. He might be on an in lap. Stevie Styler just crossed the line with a 25.991. Great stuff. Stays in 6th. Only a 10th behind Skyjacker. 8 tenths ahead of Noxie. Noxie saw having a few good laps earlier. He's put himself up in 7th ahead of Lowy. It's 4 tenths down on this lap at the moment. Lowy's just crossing the line. Jokers starting a lap. We'll see him go across the next sector, and we'll have a look at how Liam's doing. Going for that next lap. So Jokers is just coming up to the second sector. Quick Up's put it in the pits. Maybe he's up 4 tenths. He's only 2 tenths behind Lowy. Can he keep it? Ooh, the back end looked a bit shaky then. Come on, Jokers. Whoosh, on board. 4 tenths, don't go wide there. No. Big fat bummer. That back end's going to go. Oh, yes, it's a struggle to drive. You can see Jokers' woes there, getting it into the corners. Bit of wheel spin. I'd put some traction on. I really would. I wouldn't drive it without traction. He's really low on fuel, but he's coming into the pits. Don't know if you're going to have time, Bird, to get back out again. But I would definitely think about putting some traction on, because it looks like coming out the corners, your wheels are just spinning up. He's looks like he's just trickling around. He had his go with a 24.9. 400ths off a pole. Jam Huntington, we can see he's on his outlap. He's trying to get round to the line before the timer runs out. And he's quite close. There's 20 seconds to go. Casper also, he's on a lap. Cool, Psycho Sheep just reminding the guys he's waiting. He's been really patient, only 20 minutes. Maybe he scoots off and does some other things and then comes back. So Casper, we're watching. The time has run out. Did Jam get across the line? He did. That's all good. Casper's got a purple, guys. Casper's got a purple right at the very end. He's coming along the start straight. Everyone hold your breath. He's trying to get a toe off that Audi. It's going really slow. Anything. He's crossing the line. And he's done it. 24.6, 2/10 faster. My words. So Jam Huntington whipping around. Oh my God, Casper, can you believe it? You rascal, you. So Jam Huntington, we're looking. It's coming up to a sector, so we'll know how he's doing. And he's all 400s. He's only 4/10 behind Liam Anfield. Might be a big ask in this section of road with all the turns. Track, I mean. Homesick Alien. First couple of laps here could be legendary. It's going to be tight between Casper and Matt Psycho. Liam Anfield, I think, is going to be starting on medium tyres. Jam Huntington, we're watching now. He's going to be wanting to get a piece of it. So Jam crossing the line, and then we'll jump to Skyjacker to see how he's getting on, if he's on a lap. Jam Huntington crossing the line with a 25.1, puts himself above Skyjacker in 4th. Fantastic stuff. Then, oh, was Skyjacker already behind him? Skyjacker has done. Stevie Styler, looks like he's done. His timer's not going. Yeah, he's done. So's Noxie, so's Loey, Jokers, Jim on Wise, and Quick Up there. So everyone's done. That's your grid. Casper, 2/10 ahead of Matt Psycho, who was 400ths ahead of Liam Anfield, who was 2/10 ahead of Jam Huntington, who was 7/10 ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker was a 10th ahead of Stevie Styler. Stevie Styler 8/10 ahead of Noxie in 7th. 8th was Loey Jack. 9th Jokers. 10 Jim on Wise, and 11th Koi Carp. Wow, what a start we have got to look forward to then, with Casper and Matt Psycho alongside each other. Liam and Jam just behind. I think Liam's going to be on medium tyres to start with, so he's not going to get the best traction from his start, I'd imagine. Maybe a bit of wheel spin. Yeah, I can imagine, Casper. That was an amazing, Casper saying he's shaking on the chat. That was an amazing qualifying session. Unbelievable. Where did you get that time from? Wow. So Casper still on to take 5 from 5 then. We'll have to wait and see. It's a long run down to the first corner. It's a rolling start, so at least they won't be falling over each other. But still, it's going to be interesting. Casper there on pole from Matt Psycho, who is ahead of Liam, who's ahead of Jam. 5th is Skyjacker. 6th Stevie Styler. Let's get rid of those numbers. It's a bit dusky, isn't it? It's a bit dusky. We'll have to squint through the headlights. We're watching. Oh no, yeah, we're quitting out. Remember, guys, quit. Are they going to quit out? They should quit out. Yeah, they're all going now. I'd forgotten your Psycho Sheep, so well done, because I totally forgot. There we go. They've started, but they've not. Whew. Okay then, so we have a little gap here to have a little drink. No food tonight. I managed to get dinner down my gullet before we started. I had steak. It was lovely. Steak, new potatoes, and salad. I wanted to throw the salad away, obviously. I did. Should have just done me 3 steak, no green. But apparently, you need those greens to make you feel healthy. Yeah, Liam Anfield definitely starting on the medium tyres there. Here we go, Casper. That drink is very much needed. Yeah, I know. I'll have another one. Oh, let's have a quick look at his nice. That's good, isn't it? Hey, isn't that good? We've got some supreme liveries this season. We really have. Look, oh, black and blue. I think one of the boys made it for him because he didn't have the time, but I don't know if it was Jam or Pat. I know they were both offering to make one. Maybe. I'm not sure. Casper. That psycho in the chat put second. Casper's first. How are we ever going to forget that you were in first, my love? Jesus. That was finishing qualifying with a bang. That was. Oh, Koi saying last. It's the practice, Koi. I imagine you're not getting the practice in. These GR1 cars, I don't think they're the type of cars you can just jump in and drive. I think you've got to get to know them and have a relationship with them, because they look tough. They look like the wheels just spin up when you put the accelerator down. Yes, I like Psycho Sheep's car. He doesn't like it. Moaned like hell. No, he didn't. But he wasn't enjoying that car. I think he thinks the tyre wear is a very drastic and the fuel tank is very small. But it'll be interesting. No, Pat says it's not one of mine. That one, I was beaten to it by a modified existing design. There you go. But it's good. It's still nice. It looks similar to one of yours though. I thought the Alpine one's blue and black. Excuse me. Was that the one you was going to modify for him to try and put it onto that? Maybe. See, if you're in this Discord, in the pictures and liveries, people share their liveries. Pat often shares some of his liveries, and he likes people to challenge him. He likes people to just say, design me a, not even design me, but design a blah 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 blah, and he likes to take the challenge on. He did an amazing livery on the Super Formulas for the competition we held a couple of months, where he did a fusion, like, I suppose it was a look what next season's Aston Martin might look like, because it was still had the, is it BGT sponsorship, but no pink. It was all in the Aston Martin colours, and it looked absolutely cracking. What you think, Jam's in with a shout, or Jam's? No, he's on softs, so he must be in with a shout down in that. Oh, you think it's Jams? Yes, sorry, the design. I'm not sure. He's doing BWT, sorry, Pat. Yes, it was an awesome design. So, did Jam do lowies as well? You got to watch that, Pat. Jam's trying to knuckle in on your business, dude. Don't let him. Long race for me. You'll do alright, Psycho. You'll be brilliant. Always are. You LNR boys, you know how to drive. That's Logistical Nightmare Racing. Our South African friends, they've got their own Discord as well. Oh, what's happening there? My gosh, that's the busiest Discord I've ever seen. I get so many red numbers on my Discord thing, because LNR are just constantly something happening. Right, let me take those big numbers away. Here we go for the race start with the addition of 12th person down there at the back. Ooh. There you go. We're watching Casper after that amazing qualifying. Sit back, guys. We've got an hour of this, and it's going to be cracking. It's going to be clear. You can see how Liam's going to do with these medium tyres, and there they go. They're starting down the stretch of Fuji, coming to the very, very tight first corner. Already Liam looking to have a look. They're all in each other's toes. That was a beautiful shot there. So Matt Psycho ahead of Liam Anfield. Managed to stay 4th, 5th. Someone looks like they're having an off. Is that Stevie Styler? Stevie Styler got a little shake on. So Noxie coming up ahead. Stevie Jokus just behind, with Lowy in 9th. Jim Wise is in 10th. 11th, Psycho Sheep already getting ahead of up. Casper then still holding that lead, but down there is Jam Huntington with a fight with Skyjacker. Ooh, getting racy already. Noxie up to 6th, ahead of Stevie Styler in 7th. We saw Stevie Styler have a little shaky back end. So far, Liam not struggling too much with those medium tyres, but he has got Jam Huntington and Skyjacker who are racing each other and trying to race Liam at the same time. Come on, one at a time, guys, one at a time. It's helping Noxie though. Noxie looking alright. back off Jack and Stevie Styler, looking like he's going to make a move on Noxie. This is endurance. I shouldn't be talking fast or saying talking quick. This is my chill night, guys. Come on, it's endurance racing. It's not sprint. We're not on the MTCC now. Jam Huntington. Oh no, Skyjacker locks the back end in the last corner. Falls back to Psycho Sheep's position. No, Psycho Sheep gets past him, and so does Jim on Wise. Koi Cup also coming upon him. Oh, poor Skyjacker. So up ahead then, Casper ahead of Matt Psycho by a second. And Matt Psycho a second. Oh no, looks like it's losing it. So Liam coming quite fastly towards Matt Psycho. After we see Matt Psycho back end stepping out over the curbs. This is great racing. Let's get on board with Liam with a whoosh as we're chasing down Matt Psycho. We've got Jam Huntington a second behind us. We're on the medium tyres, so we haven't got as much good grip as Matt Psycho, as you can see through that corner. He seems to have pulled away quite a bit. Jam Huntington just behind. Noxie up to 5th, having another great race. Stevie Styler though, looking for a way past. I think I found out the Yorkshire lad. So there you go. Find out a little bit about some. Everyday Jokers in a great 7th position ahead of Lowy. Lowy there in 8th, following Jokers. Oh, Lowy making a move up the inside of Jokers to get 7th position, but Jokers coming back at him. Jim on Wise a little bit further back in 9th. He's just ahead of the Fighting Psycho Sheep and Koi Carp. Koi Carp moving ahead. Oh dear. Of Psycho Sheep, Jim on Wise. Look who's ghosted there. Skyjacker. They're in a battle at the back here, aren't they? Proper ding-dong. Scott trying to get a tow. There's Jim on Wise, looks like he's paying a penalty. And Psycho Sheep managing to get away from these guys for another lap. Oof, Psycho Sheep seems to be really shaking that car around. I'm not sure why. He's really in anger and he's off. Maybe it's just under braking. Maybe he touches the brake. So Psycho Sheep to the back of the field. Casper 3 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho, but Matt Psycho's got nearly 2 seconds on Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield is under a second ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington hunting him down. There you go. Stevie Styler only a set got ahead of Noxie now, but Noxie looks like Noxie was having a look up the inside of Stevie Styler. How does he drive on a pad with no traction? That's unbelievable. As soon as I look at the little steering stick, it's around. So Stevie Styler doing well in 5th place, ahead of Noxie in 6th, who's ahead of Lowy. We saw him getting past Jokers. He's pulled away from him by about a second now. Skyjacker ahead of this group. Whoa, no, yeah, that was right. Yeah, because we saw Psycho Sheep going off. Jim on Mars paying a penalty. And now he's harassing our very own Koi Car. So, do you know what? I don't think I deleted my replays before we started this. So, Jim on Mars in the tow. Think of the Toyota. Heavy on the brakes. Will he make it spot? He's getting round. He's showing ahead of Koi Car, but Koi Car there takes the underside of him. Ooh, these two having a right battle. Super stuff. We'll have a quick look around the fields. Looks like Koi Car's pulled himself out a little bit. Yeah, about a second ahead of Jim on Wise now. So Casper 3.7 seconds. Oh, don't talk in the chat. I have to give penalties for that. Casper is 3.7 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho's 3 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington. But Jam Huntington, sorry, has got past Liam Anfield. And I missed it. I'll press these, but these won't do. It would have happened. Yeah, already happened. Sorry, guys. So, Jam Huntington on them soft tyres. He's up second. Liam, oh, Casper, we do it again. So we're watching Casper leading the race. Oh dear, the curb got him, Oh, and he has to wait for Matt Psycho. It's painful, he's off the road. Oh, horrible pain. Now he's got some work to do. And he's got Noxie up in 5th. So Noxie's got back ahead of Stevie Styler. I'm running out of replays, guys. We're just going to have to live with it, that this is going to be moving around a lot. Still got Skyjacker behind Jokers, with Koi Carp ahead. He was ahead of Jim on Wise, but Jokers just losing it. Not Jokers, sorry, Koi Carp. Just losing the back end. And wow, yes, Psycho Chief isn't wrong. He's put hard tyres on. He wears his tyres out too fast. It's a horrible car. I mean, you've got to test before a season before you choose a car. You can't just pick a car at random. So Matt Psycho then is your new leader, 3.3 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington in 2nd place. Liam Manfield on those medium tyres is now being caught by the Flying Finn, and he will be on a mission now. That is for sure. We're on lap 5. We can see definite tyre wear from Casper. Only 7 minutes into the race. He's got past the Audi of Liam Anfield. And Liam Anfield catching a bit of a toe off him. He did do it quite early. In the background we can see Stevie Styler making a move on Noxie. It's not done yet though. These two side by side in the corner. Oh, no, we don't want to see that. So Noxie and Stevie Styler having a fight. Poor Casper, I think. He's got... I didn't see... I saw some bumping. I don't know. It'll be one for stewards. Like I said, I can't make a decision. It's not my place. Oh shit, I am the steward. Well, he'll have to put it in and I'll have a look at the Oh dear, I just saw her as well. Liam Anfield in 3rd position. Stevie Styler in 4th. Noxie, 5th place. Lowy Jack, oh my god, Casper's all the way down 7th. Casper in 7th position. Ahead of Skyjack. Skyjack finally getting ahead of Jokers. Joker's 12 seconds now ahead of Jim One Wise. Oh, Jim One Wise is number 10, sorry. And he is 2.2 seconds ahead of Koi Carp. Psycho Sheep, you're not enjoying that car at the moment. Oh, I don't know what to say to you, man. It looks nice. If anything, you know, you can have a whoosh. LNR Psycho Sheep in the GTR LM Nismo. I don't think it makes much things better. So there we see Matt Psycho leading the race. He's just done his fastest lap of a 26.214, but Casper has the fastest lap of a 25.643. Jam Huntington then 4 seconds behind Matt Psycho, 4 seconds ahead Liam Anfield. His tyres are looking a little bit gruely at the front left one. Matt Psycho's not so bad. No, they're about the same. Liam Anfield's medium tyres, they show red. Stevie Styler looks like he's catching him now. 1.4 seconds behind. He's left Noxie a little bit behind, and there we see Casper in 6th. He must be fuming in the side of that cockpit. His tyres quite worn. His fuel not quite halfway. Lowy, it's only 1.5 seconds behind Casper. It's quite close up there between Stevie Styler. Even Stevie Styler is close to Liam Anfield. So from 3rd, 4th, only a second away. Noxie a little bit further back, under pressure from Casper. I imagine Casper will be trying to do it on this start straight. He's going to get into the toe of Noxie. Oh, Jam Huntington into the pits early. Oh my, it doesn't look like Casper's got... Yeah, there he goes. Ooh, he pulled out late there. And they're going into the corner side by side. The last time this happened, yeah, make sure you're on the inside this side. And he's made the move before the corner, so doesn't have to worry about that. Jam Huntington back out in 4th. Great. Ahead of 5th place, Casper. Just rubs it in a little bit more. That means Stevie Styler moves up to 3rd and Liam moves up to 2nd place. Liam nearly 10 seconds behind the leader now. And that Psycho, their tyres don't look that much different really. Stays on the mediums. He's doing great lap times with those medium tyres though. 28.2, 27.9, 27.7, Matt Psycho's doing 26s on the Ailing soft tyres. Stevie Styler, his tyres are looking a lot more worn than them guys. He's doing a 28.0 at the moment. Jam Hunting, he's pitted, he's back out again. He's 13.4 seconds behind Matt Psycho. This might be a brilliant move. This could be a great move from Jam Huntington. This might put him back in the lead. Matt Psycho is in, so we'll see Liam Anfield drive past the pits. Still got a few laps on those tyres. I imagine he's hoping. Liam taking the lead. Stevie Styler, no, Matt Psycho's still in the lead, is he? 10 seconds. Christ, it's got to be close. No, 3 seconds. Matt Psycho in and out again. Other people pitting, sorry, I was so busy watching that. Casper's been in and out again in 5th. Loey's been in and out again in 6th. Noxie just coming out in 7th ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's pitted. Jim on Wise has not pitted yet. Jokers has pitted. Kuikar in 11th has pitted. And Psycho, I think he pitted on lap 2, was it? No, lap 4. And then 6. No, I think lap 4 and he put hard tyres on. But they're alright, they're doing okay. It's just a bit off the pace. So Matt Psycho in, out, ahead of Liam. How long can Liam go? That's the question. And how goes Stevie Styler under pressure from Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington on his fresh rubber tyres, trying to put pressure on Stevie Styler. But first you've got to find a way past. Go up the inside. He's got better grip, so the corners would be the better place to do it. And Stevie Styler, is he going to disappear into pits? No, he's staying out for another lap. Those tyres fit to burst. He's got great car control, Stevie, because wow, it must be barely. These cars are barely undrivable when they've got grip. Those guys are absolutely worn. But yes, there he is, 4th position, ahead of Casper, who we saw have a spin of his own doing, and then we saw him having a side-by-side with Liam Anfield through the corner, and he ended up off the track. But the angle that I saw, I couldn't see. I think there was racing room, but it's not for me to pass judgment over the broadcast. I'll do that later when I'm watching the replays. Matt Psycho then having a great race, 6 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield now. Liam Anfield still yet to pit. Jam Huntington has now caught Liam Anfield up. Whoosh! Have some of that, baby. This is a different endurance race than we used to of late. I mean, Red Bull Ring was exciting with the rain and all, but this one has come alive. It really has. And we can see Jam doing anything he can to get past that medium-clad Audi, and there he does it. Ooh. I think Liam to get some toe off of Jam. Liam now, I want to decide he's going to go. Is he going to go all the way? Oh dear, Liam misjudged his braking and he's taken Jam right into the shadow realm. He's waiting for him. You're not allowed to wait in the corners, man. You're going to have to pull over. So there we see Casper up into 2nd. He'll be thinking sweet revenge if he does feel like that was hard done by, just as he gets the fastest lap as well. 5.214. My word, that man carries the luck in his glove compartment. I think he's got a lucky charm, a rabbit's hanging out in the middle of that cockpit, because dude, he's blessed. Jam Huntington in 3rd then. My word, must be having mixed feelings. Still a good position, but oh my, in Anfield, easily done. You're in the tow. You think you're braking at the right time, and you still just get that vacuum into the car. Loey's up to 5th position ahead of Noxie. And Stevie Styler has gone down to 7th position now. He did a 1:47 on his last lap. That was his pit stop one. He stayed out late, yeah. So Stevie Styler I think being on those older tyres, not doing the same sort of lap time. Well, he was doing 29s and 28s, and Noxie, oh god, I've gone the wrong way. Noxie was doing 27s. Noxie's only just pitted, but yeah. Ooh, Noxie going up into 5th. Lowy dropping down into a 6th position. These two are battling all the way. It's good to see. Lowy having a look into the corner. This corner has caused a mayhem. Ooh, they're side by side. Be careful, boys. Be very careful. Yeah, I think Lowy lifted, let Noxie through. Phew. Stevie Styler there in 7th after his pit stop. He's in a better position than the guys ahead of him, though. They're already wearing their tyres out. Lowy's quite low on fuel. Stevie Styler, with just pitting and fueling up, he's in a good position. Skyjacker, we saw him have a spin on lap 1. So he's on a recovery drive. He's only 3.5 seconds behind Stevie Styler, and he's pulled out 10 seconds on Jokas. Jokas 5.7 seconds ahead of Koikap. He's done a 27.679, so he's got good time. Koikap then with a 28.461 as his best time. He's like nearly 6 seconds behind Jokas, 7 seconds ahead of Jim on Wise. These guys, Jim on Wise only just pitted though, so he's hoping to jump the two in front of him, and Psycho Sheep managing to wear out a pair of hard tyres. There we see Cooper into the pits, so Jam Huntington retaking 2nd place. We still haven't seen Liam Bitter yet, but he's doing 29.2. It's not a terrible lap time. Casper back out ahead of Liam Anfield. Oh well, you might not submit anything then if it seems to have all sorted itself out, shaken itself out. I don't know. We'll see. That Psycho though, 20 seconds ahead of everyone else. It's been a long time coming. He's just done the fastest lap of a 24.995. My gosh, this has been some races, and he's just lapped. Who was that? Was that Psycho Sheep? Jam Huntington. He's only a second ahead of the Flying Finn, so he'll be feeling some pressure soon, I imagine. 7 tenths ahead. He's on a brand new rubber, whereas Jam Huntington's looks like it's a good what? I don't know. He did. Oh yeah, he got knocked off on lap 11, so I think he pitted on lap 7. So his tyres are laps old, whereas Casper's are brand new. You can see in the corners, just making up ground. Down straight into the two Toyotas, mono on mono. I'm gonna have to cough. Give me 1 second. And we can see now Casper halfway up. There he goes into 2nd place, into the 1st corner. That's super grippy. No, the back end's gone a little bit. Jam Huntington, has he got the momentum to get past? He's there. He's just at the rear quarter. But no, Casper saved that one. That's cracking. He lost the back end, but still maintained a 2nd place. We Jack into the pits. That's, I said Jim on Wise tonight would be able to go past. Not quite. He's on the same straight. Hey up. What am I looking at? Where's Lowy? Oh, Lowy stayed in the 7th. Oh, he stayed ahead of... No, Stevie Styler has got past Lowy then. Noxie will be the next on his cards. Noxie pitted a bit later. Looks like he is fighting with Liam Anfield. Wow, Liam Anfield still not pitting. Still dragging that car around on those medium tyres. He's going to use that whole tank. Matt Psycho in the pits again. Some 30 seconds ahead of us. I don't think Jam will be able to jump him. He's on the start straight, but we've seen these pit stops are very, very quick. But oh no, because he's got to put fuel in. So Jam is crossing at the start straight now. But Matt Psycho is showing him. Is he coming out of the pits? He's just out the pits. Jam is just a little bit further back, 5.6 seconds. Casper in 3rd. Noxie is in 4th. Stevie Styler only 2nd behind Noxie now. Liam Anfield has finally gone in to put some What's he got on? What's he got on? What's he got on? We can't wait for him to fuel up. Lowy coming round at the final corner then on the start straight. Yes, Liam has put some soft tyres on and half a tank of fuel. Interesting. See how this all washes out for him then. So Matt Psycho is 5.8 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington with the fastest lap of a 1:24.995. Jam Huntington is on seven lap old tyres. He went in on his lap 7, so he's going a bit longer on this set than he did the first set. He did a 1:27.8 on his last lap. Casper just behind him by 3.3 seconds. They were virtually together, weren't they? Oh, Casper was ahead, so Casper must have made a mistake. I apologise, missed it. Casper came out. No, Casper's pitted. Sorry. Yeah, I've missed something. I think I haven't. I think Casper was behind Jam. Yes, because we was watching Jam try and get Matt Psycho in the pits. Casper in third. They're all on the start straight. Noxie popping into the pits then. Stevie Starter, I'll be happy to see that. He moves himself up into 4th position. 7.8 seconds behind Casper. Liam Anfield then, we saw him putting the soft tyres on. He's coming up the start straight. Will he get out? Will Noxie get out ahead of him? No, it doesn't look like it. Noxie's still in the pits, fueling up. Who's he racing? Lowy. He's out before Lowy. It's got to be, yes, 6th. He's out of the pit lane. Lowy just coming across the start straight. Some 8 seconds, 9 seconds behind Noxie. Koikap in 8th, ahead of Jim on Wise. Yeah, Jim on Wise. Oh, Skyjacker. No, Jim on Wise has popped into the pits, sorry. So, Skyjacker getting ahead of Jim on Wise for 9th position. Looks like he's got better fuel and tyres than Koikap, only 4 seconds behind him. I think Koikap will have to pit ahead of him. Joker's getting ahead of Jim on Wise in the pits. And he's just pitted and topped up himself. So, there we see a battle for 10th and 11th. 11th still not come out of the pits yet. There he comes. Unfortunately, there's Psycho Sheep. He's put some mediums on now. He's trying to find what works for him. A 1:30.9 though. Not bad. I imagine he'd want it to be faster. Jam Huntington pitting. So Casper moving up into 2nd position. 10 seconds behind Matt Psycho. We are 24 minutes nearly into this race. Stevie Styler moving up into 3rd position then. So Jam Huntington, where is Liam going to come? Liam's on the start straight, but he is behind Jam Huntington. Stevie Styler ahead of Jam Huntington by 3.5 seconds. Stevie Styler's rubber is starting to wear in now. He'll be feeling that. He's doing 27s though. Great lap times. Although Matt Psycho's 24 really does put everyone's shame, doesn't it? It really is shocking. 24.9. So Jam out of the pits. He's 8 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield, who is in 5th position. Don't think he's going for a one-stopper. At one point I thought he was going to try for a one-stopper with those medium tyres, but he's got shot of them. He's put some softs on. Noxie in a 6th position, 2.6 seconds behind Liam Anfield and 11 seconds ahead of Lowy. Lowy 7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. So Skyjacker did get ahead of Koikap because Koikap had pitted. Koikap only 3 seconds ahead of Jokers. And Joker's 10 seconds ahead of Jim 1 Wise. Jim 1 Wise backing off to let Matt Psycho through, is it? Yes, Matt Psycho. He's a little bit further back from you right now, though. Matt Psycho in the 25s consistently. Casper also in the 25s consistently. It is a shocking pace. Stevie Styler in the consistently in 27s. He's done a 26 for his fastest. Jam Huntington, he was in the 26s and 27s. I imagine we'll see Liam Anfield now moving into the 26s. We can see the last 2 laps he's done. He's 9 seconds behind Jam Huntington. Noxie, he's done a 26, but he's around the 27s, mid 27s. Lowy, also mid 27s. Skyjacker, he's in the 26s. Oh, if he didn't have that early spin, what could have been? Look, That lap time, that's ahead of Stevie Styler's lap time. He would have been there with Jam Huntington, I think. But you can't look back with what could have been. So in 9th, Koi Carp. He's got 5.3 seconds on Jokers now. He's pulling away from Jokers. So up in the lead we have Matt Psycho. He's running away with it. Casper's popping into the pits. So where's this put Stevie? Stevie's only just ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington in the tow. Coming up this long start straight. He's made the move early. Gives Stevie Styler a chance to get back in his tow and make a move into the first corner. But no, brakes early, and you can see there Casper just coming out of the pit lane behind these guys. So Casper in 4th, but only a second behind Stevie Styler on a fantastically brand new rubber, but Stevie Styler's is definitely bedded in. Jam Huntington getting away from Stevie Styler, and he's 24 seconds behind Matt Psycho at this point. Stevie Styler in 3rd position. If he can hold that, but those tyres look pretty worn again. When did he pit? Lap 10. So yeah, next lap or so he'll be thinking of coming in to put some new tyres on. There's Casper. Only a matter of time, I imagine, before we see the flying fin get past Stevie Styler, just on pure grip alone. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was close. Wow, that was close. That was scary. And there you go, up the insides. And Stevie Styler will try and get a bit of a tow. But I don't think he's got the grip to do anything in the first corner. About Casper. Casper's on a mission. He's up to 3rd. He's only a second and a half behind Jam Huntington. We think Stevie Styler's going to have to pit very soon. He's 8.2 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield. So that should put Liam Anfield ahead of Stevie Styler. After the pit stops, maybe Noxie could get ahead. Noxie in the 26s now. He's really finding his feet in this Golf liveried Toyota. Getting quite comfortable with it. We're on round 5 here at Fuji. I haven't even told you the championship, have I? And it's quite juicy. It's quite a good one. It's looking really good in the middle pack. Yeah, I see it. Here's the table. So obviously Casper, with his 4 wins from 4 races, is leading the championship with 106 points. Matt Psycho, with his 4 second places in 4 races, is on 74 points. Then after that you've got Jam Huntington on 45 points in 3rd. In 4th you have Stevie Styler on 42 points. Then behind Stevie Styler in 5th, Skyjacker on 38 points. Oh, we should go to Jam, can't we? Because he's under pressure from Casper. So where was I? Up to Skyjacker in 5th on 38 points. Then behind him you have Koi Carp on 26 points. Jim On Wise behind Koi Carp on 23 points. And Noxie on 23 points, the same as Jim On Wise. JTX is on 10 points. I don't know why he hasn't turned up tonight. Liam Anfield on 8 points, but he's only done 1 round. Joker's on 7 points. And Psycho Sheep on 2 points. Oh, loads of people pitting in the rear of the field. So let's get down to Noxie. Noxie's okay. Skyjacker's in. Did Liam pit again? He's gone in and put medium tyres back on. That's odd. That's odd. We'll see. He hasn't lost any positions. Well, he's lost a position to Noxie. Matt Psycho in. Jam Huntington. He's 30 odd seconds behind. But Casper, look at Casper, putting some pressure. I think these two had a great rivalry when they raced each other in the Super Formula Series. Casper has got the fastest lap with a 24.856 on the last lap. Here he comes. Watch out. No, you see, I think he's lifting because he doesn't want it. Fuel saving. Fuel saving by Casper. Sitting behind Jam, I imagine. All the time Jam is doing a good pace. Casper is quite happy to just sit behind. Stevie Styler has just pitted. Noxie up to 4th. Stevie Styler is waiting for Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield's just coming around to the start straight. So Stevie Styler's back out ahead of Liam Anfield in 5th position. 12 seconds behind Noxie. Noxie having a great couple of races lately. I mean, there's still 28 minutes to go, and I don't want, there is now, it seems to be that the commentator's curse is becoming a real thing in the Virtual Racers Club, and that more and more people are jumping on board that don't say anything good about me during a race, please. So, at one point I'm just going to be slagging everyone off because I'm not allowed to say good things. But Noxie, 4th position, got 3rd last race. Wow. So Stevie Styler though, 12 seconds, got a pit stop, and obviously Noxie will have to pit before, well, definitely more than once maybe, before the end of this race. Liam Anfield, we think he's going to try and go all the way to the end. He managed to last up until about 25 minutes, so he's just got to go a couple more minutes than he did in the first stint, and he might well just do it. That is a very odd. When did he pit? On lap 14? Oh, he did stay out a while on the medium tyres then. He went in, it looks like, on lap 20. That was a long one. He filled up though, didn't he? 2:01. So very good. Matt Psycho, after his pit stops, only 8.5 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington. Nothing's changed there. We see Casper using Jam as a fuel save opportunity. He's playing with your Jam, like my cats play with mice. And you know what? They do it in front of the rabbits, which I really feel bad for the rabbits, because like they're strict vegans, and then they have to watch like my cats play and then murder some poor mice, which I think is what Casper is doing right now to Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington driving the nuts off that car. His fuel, his tyres, his grip's gone. Oh well, yeah, there is also that. Casper doesn't have to overtake him, he knows he's going to have to come in the pits, but I think Casper's lap time was compromised on his last lap with a 26.2. I imagine he wants to be doing 25s. Jam, there he goes, peeling off into the pit lane to get some new boots and definitely some fuel. I didn't realise how low his fuel was. So Casper moving up into 2nd place, 9 seconds behind Matt Psycho. Their pit stops aren't that far different. We can see one of the Audis jumping off. I think it's Jim One Wise. And there we see Noxie coming in. So Stevie Styler, who pitted earlier, coming across the start straight. He's going to jump up into 4th. Jam's already out. He's put half a tank of fuel in and some soft tyres. Stevie Styler up into 4th on his soft tyres with half a tank of fuel. Will half a tank of fuel last 25 minutes? I don't think it will, you know. Noxie's come out. He's really put a nice bit of fuel in there. Skyjacker in up into 6th now, ahead of Liam Anfield after Liam Anfield's pit stop. Must have been, yeah. Sorry, Skyjacker, I didn't notice. Moving up ahead of Liam Anfield. He's still got good tyres. He's got half a tank of fuel. 2.9 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield, but some 18 seconds behind Noxie. Noxie, we don't know if how it's going to shake out between him and Stevie Styler at this point in the race. Lowy Jack, some 10 seconds behind Liam Anfield. Only 2 seconds ahead of Koikarp. Koikarp, ooh, Lowy went for medium tyres. He's doing 28s on them. He pitted on lap 20. I think he chugged up the fuel. I reckon he's going to try and get it home on that. And he's doing good lap times with it, so all good to him. Casper in the pits, Jam Huntington hoping to get past again. He's just crossing the start straight, and there he goes, back up into 2nd place. Casper just coming out of the pits now. No, Casper's held it. Jam Huntington. Casper just, yeah, well, Casper has definitely underfueled it. Just to jump ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington, you should just do what he was doing to you. Just sit behind and save some fuel. save some fuel and follow him around till the next pit stop. Stevie Styler, 14 seconds behind these guys, in 4th position. He's just done his fastest lap of a 26.439. We've seen he's been super consistent in the 27s. Now he's touching the 26s. He's leaving Noxie behind, nearly 5 seconds behind him. There's a long way to get to 3rd, but maybe he has something up his sleeve, especially as they've definitely, both of those have underfueled. They're racing each other. They want track position, the 2 Toyotas, while the Porsche leads. Ooh, shame not so many of them out. So there we go, Matt Psycho, 21 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. Someone's had an off, it seems. Let's quickly go through the... Oh, the yellow flag's gone. There we see. Oh, it's Koi Carp. Koi Carp having a bit of a mare there. Lowy stays ahead, and no one's gone past him, though. It's not too bad. There we go, is Jokus now coming past in 10th position. So Koi Carp goes down to 10th, and Jokus moves up to 9th. Jim on Wise in the pits, getting fueled up, getting back out there on medium tyres. Jim on Wise, he's going to try and see it till the end. He's going till the end now. So Matt Psycho, 21 seconds. There's Casper. They've all got the same fuel. I think these 3. Wow. They're all going to pit at the same time. I know Matt Psycho's a lot more ahead of them, but the fight between Casper and Jam Huntington is quite tantalising. They've got the same pace time as each other virtually. Stevie Styler, 4.5 seconds ahead of Noxie. He's not running away from Noxie. His last lap was a 28.00, and Noxie's was a 27.5. So Noxie's got a little bit more fuel, a bit fresher tyres, but in all likeliness probably may have to stop for a splash and dash. Skyjacker having the race of his life back there with no recognition because of his early spin, but he's up to 6th position, only 15 seconds behind Noxie, 6.3 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield, and every time I go his lap times are just super consistent. 26.0, 26.6, 26.0, 26.4. So Skyjacker really demoning that drive. 7th for Liam Anfield, we think. He smashed the fuel in there and put medium tyres on again, and we think he's going to try and drive all the way to the end. Hope the pit stops ahead of him will put him up. Lowy in 8th position. He's opted to go for the medium tyres, maybe try and do a run till the end of the race. Koi Carp we saw have a spin. He's got to come in, refuel, put some new tyres on that bad boy, but he has got back ahead of Jokus, who has also got very bad tyre wear. Jim on Wise we saw pit in. He's some 30 seconds behind these guys though, and sorry, I haven't been going to Psycho Sheep very much. He's just pitted. He's tried soft. He's tried all the compounds, hasn't he? He's had a go at all the compounds. Well, yeah, why not? Use this season as a testing season, just to get the feel of it all, see what's better strategies, and then next season choose a different car. So Matt Psycho is 20 seconds ahead of Casper. Casper ahead of Jam Huntington by 2.7 seconds. He's pulled about a second out of him. That's because Casper, he's pitching. Oh, he's lapping Jokus. Don't bash into the back of him, Jokus. Nice. So Casper did a 25.2 on his last lap, and Jam did a... Ooh, it was like, I was worried that was Casper, but I think it was Jokus going off, which will help Koi Carp. Well, Koi Carp's just pitted. There we see Jokus. If it was him going off, he's got back on. He didn't lose too much from it. Lowy is some nearly 30 seconds ahead of him, but he's 15 seconds behind Liam. He's just about to get lapped by who? Matt Psycho, is it? Yeah, Matt Psycho coming up to 8th position. So Skyjacker's come in the pit. So who are we looking at? Liam Anfield. He wasn't that far behind, 8 seconds behind. So Liam Anfield moves ahead of Skyjacker, and Lowy, he's way too far back. He's just going to get out of the way of the leaders. But Skyjacker's still in the pits. Oh, and Matt Psycho coming in. And Skyjacker definitely out ahead of Lowy Jack. There he is. Yes. By what? It can't be 10 seconds. He was 8 seconds ahead of him. 7 seconds. I don't quite get what that might be, because Lowy Jack had to pull over for the leader. So Matt Psycho, we saw going into the pits. Casper taking the lead of the race for the first time. Oh no, he hasn't. Sorry, I gave it to him too soon. But they are virtually together on track. But Casper's got no fuel. He's going to have to pit. How's Liam doing? Liam's fuel is a little bit better than Casper's, but they're definitely going to have to pit to go to the end. That looks like it's to go to the end, is it? Half a tank of fuel, soft tyres. 1.1 seconds ahead of Casper. I imagine Matt Psycho's come out the pits and thought, that's way too close. That's a lot closer than I expected it to be. After 41, 42 minutes of racing, I didn't think it'd be that close. I can't believe this if you're still... You are troopers, guys. With the, well, 6 watching live, it always stopped broadcasting, and then it says something like 20 have viewed it. So there must be people watching a little bit behind, or pausing it, or whatever. But yeah, it stuns me. You guys stick with us on a Sunday evening. And it's really appreciated. The racing is cracking, but like I said, it's not like your sprint racing. It's different. It's like chess on a track. So Noxie, he's got 24 seconds on Liam Anfield. He's 5.2 seconds. Oh, Casper's coming in. How far was Jam Huntington behind him? About 5 seconds there. Jam has passed Casper, but Jam will be needing to pit on the next lap, I imagine. How much fuel does it need to take the rest of the race? And has Casper put that much fuel in? Oof, I'm not sure. No, maybe that is. Maybe 16 minutes is that much fuel. The track looks really weird around him. There you go, sorted itself out. So Jam Huntington back into second place, but he's got to hit very soon. Stevie Styler still in that 4th place. Can he make it? He can't make it to the end of the race. And I don't think Noxie might not be able to make it to the end of the race, but Noxie only 3.7 seconds now behind Stevie Styler. He's doing faster lap times, 27.0, a 27.2 his last 2, and 26.8 for Stevie Styler, but his last lap was a 28.636, so he is losing time to the Golf liveried Porsche Toyota. Bummer. Ooh, he's got a cool helmet. That's his Ford Mustang helmet. I don't think we like to talk about the Ford Mustang. He's not. It's a bit of a dog in the GTMC, as it turns out. Koi Carp then coming around. He's a little bit too far back to do anything about Lowy, and I was wrong. Lowy wasn't fueling up to go to the end of the race, but he has now. Jam Huntington is in the pit, so Casper goes back into second place. These two are going to have to duke it out for the end of the race. I don't know if Casper's put enough fuel in. I honestly don't know. Matt Psycho, he's got a little bit over a quarter of a tank. Casper has got dead on a quarter of a tank. He's 13 seconds behind Matt Psycho in second place. Jam Huntington has come out 10 seconds, and he's got just under half a tank of fuel. Stevie Styler, he's in the red. Noxie's got a quarter of a tank left, so Stevie Styler will have to pit. That will help Noxie get up into a 4th position, but the question is, can Noxie make that fuel tank last? He's in the same position as Casper is. Can he make the fuel last till the end of the race? Yum yum, that Red Bull tastes sweeter with every sip. And then just give me a second and the heart palpitations will start. Woo! Yeah, super duper. No, I don't get heart palpitation. Don't worry about me. I've not got a problem. I promise. Matt Psycho 13 seconds ahead of Casper. Casper's coming across Lowy in his Bentley. And there he goes. Jam Huntington, some 9 seconds behind, but with a little bit more fuel. It's all going to be about the fuel, guys, by the end of this race. Stevie Styler coming in, so Noxie can take over that 4th position. Tyres are looking pretty worn, so he's got to go another 14 minutes on them. Stevie Styler then coming out the pits. Is he going to... Yeah, Skyjacker some 30 odd seconds behind. I can't see Skyjacker being able to get him, but his tyres are a lot Noxie's. And his fuel tank's looking a lot more healthy. Liam Anfield then, we saw, oh, he's come back in and put soft tyres in, so he has pitted again. He can't decide what he wants on those tyres. He's on his outlap now, so he's only just done it. He's only 4.6 seconds behind Skyjacker, and Skyjacker has pitted. So does that mean Liam manages to jump Skyjacker? He does, up into 6th position, just 17 seconds behind Stevie Styler. Stevie Styler's come out of the pits, 21 seconds behind Noxie. Oh, Noxie. Oh, he's not got enough fuel. That means Casper can't have enough fuel. Matt Psycho, definitely. Jam Huntington, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Casper's got enough fuel. I don't think Noxie's got enough fuel for their positions. This is unbelievable. Stevie Styler, yeah, he's got plenty of fuel. He's got fuel to spare, I reckon. He's going to have enough fuel for the testing that we do here at Virtual Racers Club. We like to take a bit of the petrol, make sure there's no nitro in it. So Liam Anfield in 6th position, ahead of Skyjacker. We said Skyjacker's lap times have been blistering. It's a real shame he had his early off, because I think he would have been up there fighting Casper, Jammy Huntington. Looks like he's got himself a penalty. I haven't seen him get a penalty yet this evening. That's quite a heavy penalty, isn't it? So Matt Psycho 13 seconds ahead of Casper. As Casper turned the wick down to try and make that fuel last, he's still nearly 10 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington's lap was a 25.491. Casper's was a 25.2. The fastest lap is held by Casper with 24.6. How's it flickering him here? Usually means I'm going out like that. So Casper in 2nd place. There's another lap of fuel. His fuel has just gone red. Noxie's fuel. Oh, Noxie has pitted. Ah, Noxie had come out ahead of Stevie Styler, and we missed that. I'm sorry, that could have been intense. That would have been great. Straight fight then between Stevie Styler and Noxie to the finish line in the last 11 minutes. That is going to be fantastic. Casper, is he going to come in? Jam Huntington, he must have enough fuel. Oh, Matt Psycho's is looking quite tight. 10 minutes, it's gone down quite quick. Oh, there might be a whole round of pit stops to the top 3. Noxie still ahead of Stevie Styler down that start straight. Once you're in the tow, who's pitted? I thought something came up really odd then between the two. Liam Anfield in 6th. He's not that far behind Stevie Styler. He's on the same start straight. Oh no, Stevie Styler's around the first corner. Skyjacker in 7th, 14 seconds behind Liam Anfield, 20 seconds ahead of Loey Jack. Loey Jack in 8th, 16 seconds ahead of Koi Carp. 13 seconds ahead of Jokus. 16 seconds ahead of Jim on Wise. We don't know about Psycho Sheep. Well, he's on lap 32. They're on lap 35, so yeah, he's down a bit. Definitely going to have to pit there, Matt Psycho. Here comes Casper in. What's Jam going to do? He's going to stay out a little bit longer, but I think inevitably he will have to pit before the end of this race. So Noxie, he's still ahead of Stevie Styler. It's going to be tight. Let's get into Stevie Styler's car. There's Psycho Sheep getting out of these two guys' way. Down the start straight, you can see Stevie Styler. Oh, Stevie Styler's got that rear wheel spin. So he's lost a bit of time in the corner. Now he's got to try and make up with the toe. I don't know if he'll catch Noxie up before the first corner. Have to wait and see. 195, 90, Up to 196 before braking. That's some immense speed right there. So Stevie Styler getting ever closer to Noxie. Noxie under immense pressure. Matt Psycho definitely think he's going to pit, but he's got a pit in hands. There he goes. So Matt Psycho popping into the pits. There's Casper. Oh, I didn't realise it was that close between these two. Casper and Jam Huntington, both in the Toyotas. We think Jam's got a pit. Casper's only got a little bit more fuel than Jam, in all fairness. This is it. This is a fight, man. 8 minutes to go. Jam's going to stay out. Casper's got the toe. Casper's going to try and make the move for the first corner. Jam's coming over to defend his line. Casper's going to have to go the long way round. Jam, he's showing ahead. The toe's showing him slightly ahead, but Jam's got the inside line. Who will come out of the corner first? They're still side by side virtually. There you go. Casper making the move on Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington now. Tank is going into the red, so he's going to have to pit. I still don't know if that's enough fuel, you know. We've still got 8 minutes left of this race. Hasn't put much fuel in that bad boy. So Matt Psycho, he put half a tank in. Well, I suppose he had 20 seconds, so he could. But Casper then, he has literally splashed and dashed that bad boy. If I was you, Jam, I wouldn't even change your tyres. Come in, slap a bit of fuel in, get back out there again. I think Casper's going to have to pit again. I may be wrong. He's going to turn the wick right down when you pit, Jam Huntington, I reckon. Noxie still ahead of Stevie Styler by half a second, but now they've got a back marker in their way. Koikap. Whoa, Stevie Styler making the move. Making the move, late on the brakes, down the inside. Beautiful work. Beautiful work by Stevie Styler there. And now Noxie's got it all to do in 5th place. He's looking. Nope. He thought about it and then he ducked back in. It's this tight section. I think Stevie Styler loses a lot of his time. Seems to have a loose back end. Jam Huntington is into the pits. That's a real shame there. But Casper's in the red already. He's done a 24.5, but he's in the red. He's going to have to pit. Don't stress, Jam. He's got a pit as well. That's it. Jam's putting the fuel in. Soft tyres. He's some 16 seconds behind Casper. What a strange game Casper played there. Coming in. I wonder if, because sometimes if you accidentally press the accelerator, you go back out again. So I don't know. Maybe he dabbed the X button and didn't put all the fuel he wanted in. But he's definitely going to have to come in and re-top up. But a point for the fastest lap with that 24.588. We can't see what Matt Psycho's fastest lap was. But yeah, 7.6 seconds ahead of Casper, sitting in the lead of this race with just under 6 minutes left to go. And that's gone quickly. I've enjoyed that very much. Casper 17.8 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington. But Casper's got to come in. He's not coming in this lap. He's staying out. He's staying out. Another lap. It's gonna be on the line. This is gonna be Stevie Styler only 6/10 ahead of Noxie. He can't shake off the Gulf liveried. I want to say Porsche. It's a Toyota. Every time I want to say it's a Porsche. I don't understand why. Jam then is in third, 17.8 seconds behind Casper. Casper, what are you doing with your fuel? He did a 25.3 the lap after he did a 24.5. So imagine he's turned the wick down somewhat. Wow. That Psycho then. A lovely, lovely lead. He's on fumes, is Casper. Still 17 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington's got a purple. He's driving the nuts off that car. I think he's got a whiff. He's already on the podium, but I think he knows he could get second spot here if he really, really puts pedal to metal. Casper has got to drop into the pits. Is he going to drop into the pits now? And then we will watch Jam Huntington. Oh, it's so gonna be tight. Oh, I don't know if I can watch. Shall we go and watch? Oh, Noxie's got ahead of Stevie Styler. So there is that. Noxie ahead of Stevie Styler in 4th. It's a straight fight between those two. There's Jam Huntington on the start straight. There's Casper just pulling away. Jam, it's Casper ahead. Casper's just got to the end of the thingy. Yes. Oh yeah, look, nearly 6 seconds. Casper's managed to get out there. Wow, skin of your teeth there, Casper. Jam Huntington in 3rd. Oh, 2nd was so close. 2nd place, he's got the faster. He's going faster. Maybe he'll take the point for fastest lap from Casper. Matt Psycho chilling out, relaxing. He's probably tuning in the radio, listening to Absolute 90s. Boogling in his car. Just flick it to Absolute 80s, see what's going on there. Don't turn around, but you're gonna hear my heart breaking. Don't walk away, wanna see me crying. Just, I can't remember, it was a long time ago. There we go, Matt Psycho at 25.9, so he's not taking it too easy. There is Casper. Wow, he had us confused. Man alive, we didn't know what was going on. So Casper crossing the line on his out lap. So he's not going to get any fastest laps on this lap. We saw Jam Huntington getting purples all the way around. Will he be rewarded one at the end? No. Oh, what a shame. So there we see, this is the fight. Noxie and Stevie Styler. They've been at it for like about half an hour, 40 minutes, these poor guys. Stevie Styler's used his tyres up though. That might be how Guesty has managed to get past and get away. Guesty's used his tyres up as well. Liam Anfield in that 6th place. Only 6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker though. Wasn't a million miles away. Skyjacker in the end. Coming back. His tyres are looking rough. We've only got less than 2 minutes left of this race. Lowy in 8th position. We've seen him on mediums, we've seen him on softs. I think the highest he got was about 6th, was it? Koi Cup in 9th, ahead of Jokers. He's had an up and down race. He's just done his fastest the lap before with a 27.778. And Jokers there on 10th. Ahead of Jim Wise. Jim Wise did not get into this track on that car, but it looked like Liam struggled with it as well, which might make him feel a bit better. And Psycho Sheep's just sitting there waiting for the time to run out. He's going to sit there for a minute. He's had enough. You could have done one more lap, Psycho. Go on. There we are. So Matt Psycho leading round for what we could only assume is going to be the last lap. Here we see 24.5 on his last time round for Casper, and he's up again. He definitely wants the fastest lap. I'm not going to put no pressure on him. He's had a race and a half. He's had 2 spins, about 100 pit stops, and he's still in 2nd place. So you put whatever fastest lap time you want to put in, my old cocker. It's totally down to you. No pressure. Jam Huntington there in 3rd. Had a great race. Absolute smashing race. Noxie in 4th. Another great race. It's been racing Stevie Styler all the way through. Been no quarter given between the two, and I think it was down to tyre wear in the end. Stevie Styler's tyres just gave up. They're doing the same lap times though, so there's nothing in it between them both. Oh, Liam Anfield has crossed the line in 6th. Skyjacker crossed the line in 7th. Matt Psycho has finished 1st. His first win in the HPEC. Congratulations, Matt Psycho. You have broken this man's run, who finished in 2nd place. Jam Huntington coming around for an amazing 3rd place. I think he has had a 3rd already in this series. Noxie 4th. We saw him finish 3rd last week. So a great finish, only a 2nd ahead of Stevie Styler. close stuff between these two all the way through. Man alive, that was hard work for both of them. They've put a hard graft in, same as Casper and Jam. Liam Anfield finishing in 6th. I don't laugh, it's just because he tried some interesting tactics. He got 6th for it in the end. 7th for Skyjacker. Lowy Jack got 8th in his debut in the HPEC. 9th for Koikap. 10th for Jokus, who's just crossing around now. 11th for Jim on Wise. And 12th for Psycho Sheep in the Nissan that he does not like at all. So that is your finishing positions. Now I've got to try and save this replay. Congratulations, Matt Psycho, your first win in the HPEC on round 5 at Fuji International Speedway. Congratulations, amazing stuff. Let me see if I can save. Okay, it's saved, but I don't know if I had enough space for it. We'll see. Take you to your race results. So there you go. Matt Psycho finally got one. He's finished 2nd 4 times, and there you go. He got in there in the end. Matt Psycho takes your win. Casper always there. He was giving Matt Psycho problems. Had a small spin. Then he had on his comeback. He came across Liam. They were side by side in the first corner. Casper ended up out. So we'll see if anything falls down on Stuart's desk about that. Jam hunting in a fine 3rd place. And like I said, I think Jam has finished 3rd. Yeah, he finished 3rd at round 2 and 4th. So this is going to be great for his championship. Remember, we've got that middle juicy bit in the table. I know Matt Psycho and Casper are quite far ahead of the rest of the guys, but in the middle, they're having a right battle. Noxie, 4th, is good run from 3rd last week to 4th this week. It continues. Great stuff from Noxie. Stevie Styler in 5th. Always struggling with tyre wear. Liam Anfield trying something different in the Audi and ends up in 6th position. Skyjacker 7th with an early spin. Had a comeback like no other. Lowy Jack, great 8th position in his debut in the HPEC. Welcome, Lowy. Hope to see more of you. Brilliant stuff. Koikap finishing in 9th position, ahead of Jokus. Jim One Wise in 11th in the Audi. I think the Audi just really didn't like this track very much. And Psycho Sheep, the Audi probably liked it a little bit more than the Nissan. Your fastest lap was done by CPI Kaspar in the Toyota, and it was a 24.502 that he did on lap 40. Well, thank you for watching and seeing out the hour and the half-hour qualifying. It's a long show, I understand. Show, look at me calling it a show. And I'm your celebrity. Pat says in the chat, looked like a good race. We'll have to watch it back to catch the middle section of the race and to hear the commentary. Have been following the NFL and checking on this at the same time. Well, there you go, Patrick's. He's juggling all his sports in one evening. But thank you. And thank you for watching. It's been a weekend, hasn't it? I don't know if you followed the whole weekend with MTCC, a fantastic race in Brazil. Please go back and watch it because it's a humdinger. And then we had the Max 5s. Yeah, Max 5s were at Brands Hatch Indy. That was a crazy race, great fun. So please watch that. And then this evening we round off the weekend with the HPEC, and it was a cracking race. So thank you for watching. Keep an eye out during the week for the GTMC. It'll drop out. It's raced on Tuesday nights, but I will try and do the commentary during the week for it. And then join us again next Friday evening for round 4, I think, of the MTCC, which I think is at Monza. Yeah, Monza. I think Saturday, Max 5, round 2 will be at Sardinia Sea, I want to say. And do not ask me where the HPEC is. Oh well, look, I'll be professional, I will tell you. The next one at HPEC will be, oh, I think it's Suzuka. I think I recognise that. Yeah, Suzuka, guys. We're staying in Japan for a double header. Suzuka. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one already. That's going to be cracking. So, thank you guys for watching. I was your broadcaster and commentator, Adam Zappel, and I will catch you next time. Thank you ever so much. Bye. Bye. Bye.